What you doing?
I have to water my plant. It's dying. Wow, a rainbow. Why does that happen? Go.
Huh? What? Did someone say why? That's a job for the Y color guy.
I heard you want to know why rainbows occur.
How did you know?
I'm the Y color guy. It's my job, ma'am. It's my job.
Thank you, white color guy.
In order to understand rainbows, you must first understand dispersion.
Doesn't dispersion just mean spreading out?
Exactly. White light is really all the colors combined. When white light goes through a new medium, all the different colors bend different amounts. Hence, they disperse.
Here, look at this picture of a prism. White light is really all the colors combined. When the white light gets refracted, the different colors bend different amounts. This picture will help you figure out which color travels the fastest through a different medium and which color travels the slowest through a different medium. If you look, violet bends the most, therefore it must be slowing down the most. And red bends the least, therefore it must be slowing down the least.
So you see, dispersion occurs anytime light enters a new medium, for example, water.
So that's it? All you need is dispersion for a rainbow to occur?
No, it's actually a little more complicated than that. To start with, where was the sun when you saw the rainbow?
It was in the sky.
No. Where in the sky was it?
Oh. Well, I guess it was behind me, and the water droplets were in front. Is that important, Y guy?
Absolutely. Now, let's keep that in mind. Now let's start talking about what happens when the light actually enters the raindrop. We're going to do that now.
Okay.
This diagram shows sunlight coming in from the top, hitting the raindrop, and getting dispersed. You can see the violet bends the most, red bends the least. The other colors do bend as well, I just didn't show them in the diagram. The light hits the back of the raindrop, and some of the light exits, and some of the light bounces back. Now the part that bounces back is what causes the rainbow. And as you can see, it hits the edge of the raindrop again, and gets refracted again. The reason it's so rare to see rainbows is a rainbow only occurs if the angle between the sunlight coming in and the light exiting the raindrop is between 40 and 42 degrees, as shown in the diagram.
Okay. Yeah, I understand that. But then, why is it that all the colors are always in the same order?
Ah, great question. Well, you know what? The best way to learn about this is with another diagram. So let's look at another diagram.
Okay.
This raindrop will direct red light into the person's eye. And this lower raindrop will direct violet light into the person's eye. So you see, violet is going to be below red in a rainbow because the lower raindrop directs violet light to the person's eye, and the higher raindrop directs red light to the person's eye.
Okay. Let me get this straight. First thing that has to happen, sunlight has to be behind you, the raindrops have to be in front of you.
You got it.
Okay. Then dispersion has to happen when the raindrop or when the sunlight enters the raindrop.
Yep, so far so good.
Okay? Then the third thing is when the sunlight enters the raindrop, it has to bounce off the back of the raindrop and come back to your eye.
Right, part of it does, not
Part
the
of
whole
it,
thing.
not
Right.
the whole thing, right. And then that part of it that comes back to your eye directs the color. And so each raindrop gives it off a slightly different color, right?
You got it.
Well, then doesn't every person have their own individual rainbow?
You have it. Absolutely true.
All right.
Well, ma'am, looks like my job here is done.
Thanks, white color guy.
Until next time, I will be going.
Bye!
Why are there so many songs about rainbows? And what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions, and rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me.